What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red River Aviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. Today, guys, oh man, I'm so excited for this video because I think we have finally found the answer to why I've been so sick for almost 3 months now. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. Man, guys, we have a lot to go over in this video. I'm super excited. This has been the most encouraging answer that we've had to this point. We think it's the answer. I really hope it is. To why I've been so sick. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We're going to dive right into this, guys. No need to waste any more time. I think we have finally found the answer to why I've been sick for such a long time. I don't even know where to start. I don't know if I want to build up to this, tell you guys what it is, or just tell you guys and then explain it. I think I'll just tell you guys and then explain it. So let me kind of do a little bit of backstory just so it makes a little bit of sense, and then I'll describe everything that's going on. So, I haven't done many update videos recently because nothing's really changed until now because we finally have such an answer to what's going on. But, so I'll kind of give some more backstory about this part of it in a minute. But pretty much during this whole process, as you guys would expect when one's been really sick, I've done multiple blood draws. I think I've done at least 3, but I think 4. Yeah, 4. I'm pretty sure I've done 4 blood draws over the last 2.5 months to try to figure out what's going on. So I did the first one to make sure everything was all right when I was really sick and we still didn't know that I had mono, because the rapid mono test only shows positive or negative, and only for brand new active or brand new cases of mono in one system. If you don't know, mono is a I highly recommend, if you haven't, checking out all the other update videos because it kind of describes what mono is. But mono is it's always going to be in your body. Once you have it once, it's always going to be there. So the rapid mono test did not describe. The rapid mono test did not pick up on a reactivation of mono in my system because it was already there, so it's negative. So we did the blood draw just to see what all was going on. We did all the tests, the physical send-out test for people to look at what the mono level in my body was, intensity, if you will, the reactivation, and it was reactivated. So we figured out I had mono the first time from the first blood draw, and then we did a second one, but that was at the ER when we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know if I was super sick or if it was just a little virus or what it was, because we went to the ER to make sure I was all right. Check out the earlier update videos if you want. And then in early June, we did another blood draw just to compare, make sure everything was all right, that sort of thing. We didn't do any of the virus tests because we already knew I had a reactivation of mono, so that was that. And then pretty much we came back around for a 4th blood draw yesterday to mainly just compare it. We were going to see what the intensity level of the virus was of mono. And then the blessing that I've been waiting for weeks finally came yesterday. If you guys don't know, my dad does family practice, and he's pretty much my doctor, as I'm sure you guys would guess from that. One of his nurses brought up the idea of, what if my vitamin D was really low? Because during the whole process, my main 2 symptoms have been massive brain fog and fatigue, awfully. So she brought up the idea, because of these symptoms I've had, is my vitamin D rock bottom low? Because, I'll kind of explain it all in a minute, because of mono getting better my immune system and just shutting me down. It turns out, everybody, that the hopeful reason, I have to think, because of everything adding up, the reason that I've been feeling so bad recently, I've had a super low vitamin D. Really, for my age, dangerously low. So if you guys don't know, vitamin D is a key mineral in your body that helps function, and I'll kind of explain why my vitamin D's got so low. Really was to be expected, but We thought we would test for it because we're looking for everything to figure out why I haven't been feeling good. And lo and behold, my vitamin D. I'll just give you guys the spectrum. So a typical person's vitamin D, from what I was told, for my age, is about 60 to 120-ish. It's somewhere in that range, maybe a little bit higher, like 60 to 150. It's somewhere in there. My vitamin D is a 30. That is not good at all. In fact, that's the level of an older person's vitamin D. That's normal for like an 80-year-old, not an 18-year-old. So, long story short, my vitamin D has been drastically low this whole time. And this was to be expected. I'm going to kind of explain the backstory to why I think this is, and then I'll just kind of talk about why I'm so excited, because this is hopefully the fix to feeling better. So yeah, guys, let's begin all the way back to the front. So like I said, I got mono in early May, or mono reactivated in my body in early May. The full virus doing its thing. So that's already hard enough as it is, alright? That runs its course a little bit. And then I felt good enough to where I was going to try to get back going. Keep in mind, get back going in the middle of May, right? So I get back up and I get going for a solid week in the middle of May. That's when we had the Southwest Panda model video, I thought we had something else. The Breeze trip announcement, all those. So we do that, and lo and behold, I collapse again. Now, my body was struggling as it is, right? So it's already going to be really hard as it is. But I think one of the key reasons why this recovery did not go as planned was because, let's give a little bit of background about how vitamin D is produced in one's body so we can have some understanding here. So vitamin D can be get in your body in many different ways. The main way that vitamin D is produced is sunlight on your skin, and your immune system will produce vitamin D from sun soaking in your skin. That is the main way that vitamin D is produced. Another way that vitamin D can be produced is through a lot of dairy products such as milk, cheese, that sort of thing. So vitamin D can also be, you can also get vitamin D from those types of foods and that sort of thing that have it. And the final main way that, at least I think, that you can get vitamin D is through supplements, which is not very typical. You know, maybe your typical vitamin may have a little bit of vitamin D in it, but nothing drastic, of course. So, main two ways is food and sunlight. So, here's where the dumpster fire begins. So, you know, we had a pretty good spring in terms of sunlight. It was pretty solid there until the middle of May. So here's where the dumpster fire begins. So, you know, I already get out of my routine. I'm already struggling to get back in it. It rained every single day from when I was trying to get back going again. I don't think we had one sunny day. I don't think we did. And I'm sure this was detrimental on my immune system because I wasn't able to get any vitamin D naturally, I guess, if you will. And vitamin D is just one of the main supplements, one of the main minerals, but I'm sure there's all your B12s and all that, vitamin C, all of those that probably have had an effect on this as well. All the vitamins and minerals that one's body needs to function properly. And I think that I wasn't able to get those for an assortment of reasons, but like I said, I think the main reason that my vitamin D got so low to begin with was because there was no sunny days when I was trying to get back going. So that made me feel bad for a little bit. But here's where it really goes wrong, right here. I think that I got so bad, I got back in bed, you know, it's already hard to get back going again. But here's the problem. You know, my vitamin D is already low at this point. I'm starting to see this massive brain fog and all that sort of thing. So it's already tough as it is. So, sorry guys, it's still hard to function even though we know what the issue is. But anyways, bad as I hate to say it, for the last 6 weeks-ish, I have not been in the sun near enough. We've had sunlight. We've had it here and it's been doing its thing. But my vitamin D was already so low, I was to the point where I couldn't function. So what we thought was the mono running its course, and that's why I was so sick. But in all reality, I think that I felt better from mono that week that I got back up. However, due to no minerals being presented naturally, I kaplunked again and I got sick off that because of the mono depleting my immune system. Because typically, if you have your cloudy day, it is what it is. You may not feel quite as good, but you'll still feel good enough to do stuff. My immune system was so weak, it was either we get these natural resources or we're done. We're dying. And we died. We kaplunked, and we've been sick ever since. But unfortunately, I've been so sick to where I've been in the bed all the time in the dark, peace, quiet. I haven't had any vitamin D and all these natural resources I've needed to function. Typically one's really, really strong, usually, to get back going again to the point where they get these minerals back and start to feel good. But, I just collapsed and I was unable to do it simply because my vitamin D probably got that low and I was so unused to that. Mentally, I just died. So, that leads us to the point of, with these facts being in place, now that we know what the issue is, we can finally do what we need to do to fix these. So, here's the main two ways to get our vitamin D back and hopefully get back on the grind, because I'm really hoping this is the way to feel better. Getting out in the sun and a supplement. Those are going to be my main two ways. Another thing, I should have mentioned this too. My diet's decent when it comes to vitamin D, but I wouldn't say that it's absolutely God squad crazy. Typically during the school year and year round, I do a lot of fast food, which probably isn't the best. But when you're working and going to school, kind of have to go quick mode. So that's already tough as it is. But I'm not the best when it comes to the fruits and vegetables. I'm okay, but I'm not great. So the diet doesn't have the amount of vitamin D needed when the natural way of getting vitamin D and all these other minerals and resources is impossible. So, guys, I think we have finally found the reason for why I've got so sick, and that's just because of the lack of vitamin D and probably these other minerals too. I don't know if you could do a test for vitamin C, but I would have been curious just to see that. But the vitamin D is the main one that you really, really need. So, that finally leads us on to how we're going to fix this. Like I said, sunlight and supplements going to be my best two ways. Vitamins, those are going to be my best friend for quite some time here. I'm going to try to incorporate more vitamin D into my diet to where I don't overdo it, but enough to get me going again. And between these big three, I'm very hopeful that hopefully as soon as next week I'll be feeling better. In all reality, I probably got over the virus of mono probably some time ago, and in fact that blood draw did another full-on test to make sure everything, white blood count, red blood count, all that's normal, everything's normal. In the third blood test we did, my sodium and something else were a little bit low, but I was a little dehydrated when we did that blood draw. This one was normal. I wasn't dehydrated or anything. The only thing that was shockingly low was my vitamin D. I think we're still waiting on the Epstein-Barr panel to come back to see what the intensity of the virus is. I'm going to take a guess that it's not very high at all. More so, it's the vitamin D that's been causing me to be in this rut. Such a hard time getting back into things. But luckily, between the supplement, hopefully some sunshine, and everything that we need to do, we'll be back going. I'm super, super thankful that this blessing finally came. It's been a really stressful, anxious last 10 weeks here. It's been really difficult. But I'm very hopeful that this is just the final push, get back to normal. I've missed it so much. There's a lot going on in my life right now, between my senior year of high school coming up, college visits, getting ready to apply for colleges, and everything like that. And of course, my YouTube channel as well, and all my aviation passion that I've not been able to desire to my fullest just because of how sick I've been. But I'm very, very hopeful that this is the final push, everybody, to finally get back to the full grind. I'm very, very hopeful that this is just the final push. I'm super, super thankful that finally an answer has arisen and hopefully very, very soon we'll be feeling good again, because I'm super, super eager to get back to doing normal things, and hopefully back to the grind, because I've missed it dearly. So that is the answer, everybody. I'm super, super excited that we finally have the answer. Man, wow. I'm already feeling better a little bit. I wouldn't say that I'm perfect, but I'm feeling a little bit better. So yeah, everybody. Hopefully, as soon as next week I'm feeling better, I'll keep you guys informed on that. But finally having the answer of vitamin D being super low is such a blessing to figure out that this, it makes perfect sense too, you know. Try to get back going, no natural vitamin D, nothing in my diet when we didn't even really think about it like that, and no vitamins or anything. And I never really took any vitamins, you know, just kind of did my thing, so, and we can blunt. But I'm very, very hopeful that we can get things back to normal around here. I know we've been trying to push through it, even without knowing that's the vitamin D. But we're just going to have to keep doing our thing. And I'm really, really excited for what's to come. I got a lot of things that I really, really want to do. Definitely going to be a hard life reevaluation. Because there's a lot of things that have definitely became a priority in these last 3 months in terms of what my future holds. And at the current time, I don't know how much this will affect the channel at this current time. It may be pretty drastic, it may not. I really don't know. It just depends on what kind of routine we get back going in. And really just depends on how busy I end up being, and really just how fast we get the feeling better. There's a lot of reevaluation that I have to do for the channel itself, in terms of the frequency of how much work I'm going to put in, how much that I'll be able to do, because there's a couple of things in my life that we'll talk about in another video down the line here that are going to become a priority very quickly, that I'm going to have to, unfortunately, my passion here with making videos is going to have to compensate some from. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to be making videos. We'll definitely be making videos. There may be some changes. Personally, I can't answer the question of where we're at right now with everything, but I will say this. The future is bright. We're going to be doing some super fun stuff. And right now, there is quite a few unknowns at the end of the tunnel. But very, very soon, we'll be evaluating those and figuring out what the future will hold. But yeah, guys, I'm super, super glad to finally have this answer. Hopefully we'll be back to a normal operation soon. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of reevaluation. I'm kind of lost inside for terms of what's going on. So I have to figure myself out, figure out what's to come next. I'm not trying to do your typical stereotypical YouTuber update video, but I would say that I have a pretty legitimate excuse between vitamin D and mono. But nevertheless, guys, I really hope you guys are you enjoyed this video, even though it was more just kind of an announcement, whatever you want to call it, announcement or update, whatever the sort of thing will be called. I'll keep you guys informed on what's going on, but for the current time, getting that vitamin D up is the main priority, and then we're going to see if that makes me feel better, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, guys, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Reno is filmed, Reno's edited. Reno should be out Friday, maybe. In terms of other videos, I haven't got to work on a lot. I was working on the Phoenix layover vlog a little bit. I'm almost there on that one, and then the A321 Neo Trip report I'll also be working on behind the scenes, and spotting vlog 14, I think it's 14. So yeah, but we'll have there's a lot of things that I need to catch you guys up on: trips, future, college, everything like that. We got 30 boxes over here ready to be opened, so lots of exciting things on the way, guys. But nevertheless, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Red River Aviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Red River Aviation is signing off.